Welcome back, everybody. Yesterday we had a huge... Wait, why is the music playing? Anyway, yesterday we had a huge fight in this chamber and we basically broke it in half. So today we are going to have to find our way back into the main hall. And from there we are hopefully going to reconvene with Kylina that we rescued yesterday. And we'll find a way forward from there. But seriously, why is the combat music playing? That's so weird. Did I break something? Hopefully I didn't. Oh, and remember the ropes. The ropes from the previous game, they're back. And they also received a major expansion, as with everything else. So no longer are we just swinging on the ropes in the middle of nowhere. Now we can also use them for wall scaling. Like this. And these guys I'm just going to skip them, just because the lack of an AoE attack and the fact that they'll just always dodge my first weapon swing, that would make the fight take forever. And there's no reward to actually just killing them. It's really hard to see like where the blades of these rolling logs actually are. Oh, I guess I could have just waited and let it go all the way. And I think these ones I have to actually wait. Yeah, when I jump across then I'll have to wait for it to count. This should be fine, right? Yep. And over here we have another sand portal.
The portal no longer works. Something is wrong.
Yeah, do you see the switches? You gotta activate the switches. Oh, and I don't know if there's a way to tell which order I should be hitting these switches, but usually I just try and keep hitting it until I get all four in the right order. So if you know how to tell which one I should be going to, then please feel free to comment. But once you activate all the switches, wait for the sand to pull into the middle, and then the portal will activate. Basically, that's just the slow time we had from the previous game, except this time the slow time actually works.
I seem to be back in the present. At least I know how these portals work.
And yeah, we are back in our own timeline now, so a lot of these traps are not going to work, and then half of the structures are going to be completely broken. And that's basically how we are going to find our way back into the main hall, is by going through an area that's even more broken than how we left it. And this door is just a tutorial for us to try out our new slow time power on. So once we hit the switch, slow time, and because this time slow time actually works, we are not bound by the slow effect, but everything else is. So the door is, all these enemies will also be bound by the slow time. And because the entire building is falling apart, we need to find a new way to go back down to the ground level compared to how we did it the last time when we were here. Wait, I don't think I remember where I should be going. Am I going to make this jump, hopefully? Yes. Do we have ninjas in this fight? Hopefully not. Oh my god, we have more ninjas. Ow! Alright, I'm not fighting them.
You have two choices. Run or die. Help me with this.
Yeah, in general, if there are ninjas in the fight, then usually it's better to just avoid them, just because fighting the ninjas takes so long. And usually there's no penalty for skipping the fight. Wait, can he not do the jump? There we go.
The Dahaka. It has found me here.
And these Dahaka chase sections are basically like the time platforms that we had in the previous game. So the same rule applies. You want to keep going forward, you don't want to stop, and you definitely don't want to backtrack. And whenever you see the screen go all like dark and yellow, that means that the Dahaka is close to you, so you want to continue moving forward. And this guy's just here to refill our sand, just in case we used it for the previous chase section. Just like that, we are back to the first portal area. So the goal here is just to use the first portal to bring ourselves back to the past, and from there we are going to go back into the main fortress and into the main hallway. And most of these tendrils that he's doing through the wall, those are usually just aesthetics. It's pretty safe to just go through them.
What's this? Cannot cross the water. This is certain to come in handy.
And one thing to notice is that just because you cross the water, like this kind of waterfall, you should continue moving forward and get away from the Dahaka, because sometimes he can shoot his tendrils and he'll grab you through the waterfall, even though that's not supposed to happen.
I've
you can
managed to lose the Dahaka. For now. Best I stay alert. It will return. It always does.
yeah, and you can take the save point over here if you want to. Just because we did a time traveling, and sometimes the game can crash. So if you want to play it safe, then you can take the save point after every time travel and after every Dahaka segment, just in case the game crashes and you have to do it all over again.
What kind of beast is this?
Don't worry, Prince. We'll see more of that guy later. But yeah, one thing I don't really like about this game is that all these backtrack can get kind of obnoxious. But it gets a little bit better later on. I think this is kind of like the first area that they came up with. That's why there are so many backtracking. Oh, and just because we have our new sand power, now we can get a health upgrade that's on the stairs.
Help me with this. How is this possible? A human.
And I don't know if I mentioned it in the last couple of days, but we have access to the Sands of Time power because we kept Farah's amulet from the previous game. So if you guys remember last week, when we gave the dagger back to Farah, we actually kept his medallions. So getting the medallion to be powered up by the sand portals is how we manage to keep a lot of these sand powers and obtain new ones. Ow! Alright, I gotta concentrate. Oh wait, is that a chest? I think that's a chest. Yep. Yes, it is. And because I already fought these guys once, this time I'm just going to skip them. They don't really give us ow. Yeah, they are pain to fight and they don't really give us anything special that we need. And the same thing with these guards in the front door, I'm just going to skip them. This guy we can fight. This guy's really quick to check out.
The Empress was dead! How is this possible?
This is a dangerous place. You should not have come back.
I don't have the luxury. I must see the Empress.
Impossible.
My mission. It is very urgent. I must see her.
You don't understand. When the last grain falls from this hourglass, the Empress will create the sands of time. No business of yours could be more important than that.
I have come to stop the Empress from creating the sands.
Then yours is a fool's errand. The creation of the sands was foretold in the timeline. It cannot be stopped.
I just saved your life. Twice. All I'm asking for is some information. Tell me where the sands will be created.
In there. But the room has been sealed. You cannot enter.
There must be a way.
Ha! You'd have to undo the very fortifications of the castle. An impossible task.
When a man is faced with his own death, he finds the impossible less of a barrier. Tell me how.
Very well. The gate is controlled by an elaborate clockwork system located inside the mechanical tower. Even assuming you can reach the device and activate it, the machine still needs power. As water passes through the moat, the machine will receive power. But first, you'll have to fill the moat from the supply in the garden tower. Activate both towers, and the door will open. You'll need this. It's more than just a weapon. It also serves to activate a system of bridges which will grant you access to the other towers. It won't make a difference, though.
What do you mean?
Succeed or fail, the outcome is the same. You will not stop the sands from being created. What is written in the timeline cannot be changed.
Thanks for the advice.
And just like that, we have our first sword upgrade. And from this point on, every time we complete a story section, we'll be granted a new sword upgrade. I think Kailina will give us the second sword upgrade after we complete Tower 1. And after we complete Tower 2, we are going to have to find our own sword upgrade. Most of it is pretty straightforward, but I'm talking about like a couple days down the line. So right now, because we have this kind of a key blade, we can go back to the main hall and use that to open a switch that would allow us access to the 2 mechanical towers to open the gate to the Empress. Wait, really? How? Oh my god. Well, good thing there's a fountain out here. I swear, like those like rolling log things are incredibly difficult to see. I don't know if that's a problem specific to PC or if it's because I'm using this kind of a widescreen patch, but I don't remember that being ever a problem on console. And these guys are just here for us to test out our new swords.
Why do you bother?
So turning this switch allows us access to these openings one at a time. So turning it this way opens up this path that the game is showing, and then if we continue to turn it, this one opens up a pathway to a life upgrade that's down below, like over there. Oh, oops. Yeah, so that opening hallway leads to a life upgrade, and then if we turn it again, then it opens up the path to the garden. I think that's the garden, and then the other one is the clockwork tower. Or maybe I have it the other way around. I don't remember. But anyway, we are going to do the life upgrade first. Just because the combat in this game is really hard not to take damage. And if I remember how to do it, I think I have to wall jump down here. Yeah, over here. Sometimes I wonder how people actually found this out, like when the game first came out. Because that if it were up to me, there's no way I'll find this out on my own. And these traps over here are pretty straightforward, as long as I keep moving. And the key to this is more about knowing that this life upgrade exists, as opposed to working through all these traps. So just like that, we are at the end already. And this jump looks really tempting, but you actually won't be able to make it. So instead you have to come over here and take this shorter one. And wall jump our way back up. How did I fall? Wait. Oh no. This might be another one of those frame rate things. Hopefully it isn't. Alright, yeah, we're good. Oh, that was terrifying. I thought I had to do that whole thing with the frame rate again. And this switch, if you want to, you can use slow time to make it easier, but I'm trying to preserve the amount of sand that I have, so I'm just going to take this a little bit, what was the word? It's on the tip of my tongue, a little bit more risky, I guess. And now we've left the main section of the castle, and I think this path leads to the clockwork tower. Yep. And over there, that door is the way out, but it won't open until we have fought off the mini-boss. And the mini-boss doesn't trigger until we have killed a certain amount of these enemies.
Your time would be better spent seeking sanctuary.
So this is kind of like a throwback to the previous game, where your only way forward is to kill a certain amount of enemies before the game triggers an additional mechanic to open the door. And this is the mini-boss, the first golem that we'll be fighting, the first of many. So, a quick and easy way to fight these guys is just to hit their legs, hit them twice and then move. Oh, yeah, otherwise that can happen. If you get too greedy and you try to hit them like 3 times, he can hit you with his punches, he can hit you with all his like stomp attacks, he can grab you, and all kinds of bad things can happen. So just play it safe. And once you bring him down to his knees, you climb up, slow time, and just mash your attack button. And these segments are why I picked this game on normal as opposed to hard, because it makes these fights go a lot quicker. So just like this, we can take him out in 1 slow time. If you were on a harder difficulty, then you'll need 1 more slow time, and that means 1 more, like, bringing him to his knees in order to progress forward, and that just makes the combat take way too long.
Stop the intruder!
So we are at the clock tower now. So I think this is a good place to stop. Come back tomorrow and we'll start trying to find our way to activate the clock tower. So I'll see you guys tomorrow.